Good day, everyone. I'm Karin J. Luzada, and I would like to say thank you, NSTP, for the opportunity to talk about a very meaningful topic today, volunteerism. So, what comes to your mind when you hear the word volunteerism? Is it about helping others, giving your time and effort without expecting anything in return, or making a positive impact in your community? Volunteerism plays a vital role in building a strong sense of community, responsibility, and compassion. These values are at the heart of the National Service Training Program. As NSTP students, engaging in volunteer work is not just a requirement, but an opportunity to make a meaningful impact on society while developing personal values and leadership skills. In understanding the essence of volunteerism, as NSTP students, you begin your journey toward becoming socially responsible citizens who are committed to service and the betterment of others. It is an important part of learning how to serve the community and make a positive difference. So before I'll start my presentation, I would like to encourage everyone to listen attentively. I have prepared 10 questions for you to answer from the comfort of your seats or your homes. So let's begin. The objectives of our topic today are the following. One, increase knowledge on the concepts and elements of volunteerism. Two, prepare volunteering act that will maximize involvement and strengthen the spirit of doing voluntary actions. Three, value volunteer action as a means of helping others. And four, explore volunteer activities that one may engage in. According to UN volunteers, people the world over engage in volunteerism for a great variety of reasons. One, to help to eliminate poverty and to improve basic health and education. Two, to tackle environmental issues. Three, to reduce the risk of disasters. Or four, to combat social exclusion and violent conflict. In all of these fields, volunteerism makes a specific contribution by generating well-being for people and their communities. There are lots of reasons why people get involved in volunteer work. The great thing is that volunteerism is all about caring for the well-being of people and communities. Let's have the first question. Which Filipino value is most associated with volunteerism? A. Bahala na. B. Hiya. C. Ningas kugon. D. Bayanihan. The correct answer is letter D. Bayanihan. Bayanihan means helping one another. The best example of this is when neighbors in a community come together to lift and move a bamboo house to a new place. Everyone volunteers and works together to get the job done. In Hiligaynon, ginatawag ini siya nga pagligaw sang balay. Of course, ang balay is made of bamboo. Volunteerism is a cornerstone of Filipino culture, deeply embedded in our tradition of bayanihan. In the Philippines, the spirit of volunteerism thrives in every corner, from urban centers to remote villages. It's a testament to our collective resilience and commitment to helping one another. Bayanihan is a Tagalog word rooted in the word bayani or hero. Hence, the word means a heroic act of service or sacrifice. Aside from bayanihan, there are other two important Filipino values connected to volunteerism. These are pakikipagkapwa-tao and malasakit. Pakikipagkapwa-tao is one of the core Filipino values, and it refers to the genuine regard for others as fellow human beings, emphasizing respect, empathy, compassion, and moral behavior in social interactions. It also means treating others with respect, kindness, and a sense of shared humanity. The third Filipino value is malasakit. It is a genuine concern or compassion for others, especially when it moves you to take action or responsibility, even if it's inconvenient or difficult. Malasakit also means deep care and concern for others' well-being. It's about having genuine compassion and empathy or wanting to help and support others, especially when they are in need. Again, the three Filipino values connected to volunteerism are bayanihan, pakikipagkapwa-tao, and malasakit. Laws supporting the development of volunteerism in the Philippines. We will be discussing two important laws. One is Republic Act 9418, the Volunteer Act of 2007. It states that it shall be the policy of the state to promote the participation of the various sectors of the Filipino society and as necessary international and foreign volunteer organizations in public and civic affairs and adopt and strengthen the practice of volunteerism as a strategy in order to attain national development and international understanding. Again, Republic Act 9418, the Volunteer Act of 2007. Another Republic Act 8044, the Youth in Nation Building Act. It founded the National Youth Commission, also known as the NYC. It is a government agency in the Philippines that specifically addresses issues surrounding the Filipino youth. The NYC is the Philippine government's sole policy-making body on youth affairs, but also coordinates and implements programs designed to respond to and raise awareness on youth issues. Let's go to the question number 2. What is the symbol of volunteerism? The answer is the red V. The red V, which has become an international symbol for volunteering, was commissioned by Margaret Bell, the former president of Volunteering Australia, and given to Volunteering Australia and the International Association for Volunteer Effort to be used universally as a symbol of volunteering. Again, the red V. Another question, number 3. What day is celebrated as International Volunteer Day? A. August 12, B. June 5, C. October 16, D. December 5. The correct answer is letter D, December 5. So what is volunteerism? Remember, the word volunteer comes from the Latin word voluntarius, meaning willingness or one's free will. According to United Nations volunteers, volunteerism is a wide range of activities undertaken of free will for the general public good, for which monetary reward is not the principal motivating factor. According to the standpoint of social psychology, volunteerism is voluntary, deliberate service to others over time and without compensation. It excludes mandatory public service and must involve actual service work rather than just donation. From the NSTP learning modules, volunteerism is an act or practice of contributing one's time, talents, and resources freely to worthwhile purposes without tangible compensation. It also involves taking initiative for the benefit of another without expecting return. Volunteers receive nothing in return but gain self-worth, self-respect, and above all, the fulfillment in their hearts. According to Republic Act number 9418, volunteerism is an act involving a wide range of activities, including traditional forms of mutual aid and developmental interventions that provides an enabling and empowering environment both on the part of the beneficiary receiving and the volunteer rendering the act undertaken for reasons arising from socio-developmental, business or corporate orientation, commitment or conviction for the attainment of the public good, and where monetary and other incentives or rewards are not the primary motivating factors. Volunteerism can serve in various areas, ranging from medical, environmental, and educational support groups to child protection and human rights advocacies, election work, peacekeeping missions, and relief operations, and many others you can think of. While volunteerism fosters societal, economical, and governmental development, it is also believed to be the basic expression of human relationships. Since this encourages people to participate in their communities and get valued in the things they do. Let's have the number 4 question. From the different concepts and definitions given or discussed, what are the things to remember about volunteerism? It is about voluntary, free will, willingness to help. Monetary reward is not the main motivating factor. Actual service rather than just giving donations. Giving of time, sharing of talents, energy, and even resources for the good of the public. And volunteerism can be done in various ways. Let's have the question number 5. What is the best definition of volunteerism? A, helping others because you are forced to. B, offering time and service willingly without expecting payment. C, doing work for money. D, working in a company as an intern. The best definition is letter B, offering time and service willingly without expecting payment. So who is a volunteer? According to Republic Act number 9418, a volunteer is an individual or a group who willingly render services, whether full-time or part-time, without financial gain, to uplift the quality of life of individuals and communities and promote the common good. According to United Nations Volunteers Program, a volunteer is a person who freely offers his or her time, skills, and effort to help others or support a cause without expecting financial reward. Volunteers are people from all walks of life, all ages and stages, having a common desire to make a difference in their community and their own life by giving of their time and expertise. Generally, volunteers are individuals or a group who, for reasons arising from their socio-developmental, business and corporate orientation, commitment, or conviction, contribute time, service, and resources whether on full-time or part-time basis, to adjust an essential social development cause, mission, or endeavor in the belief that their activity is mutually meaningful and beneficial to public interest as well as to themselves. So what are the elements of voluntarism? We have four. One is selflessness, the foundational element of voluntarism, where the motivation to engage is driven by a desire to make life better for others, especially the underprivileged. In selflessness, there is no expectation of personal economic reward, just the intention to bring smiles to others or to help others. The second element is sacrifice. Building on selflessness, this involves giving up something valuable, be it your time, energy, money, or comfort to serve a greater cause. And that is sacrifice. The third is service. Voluntarism is fundamentally about service, translating love into meaningful action. The service is freely given, not forced or required. Volunteers choose to serve because they care about a cause, an issue, or the community. As Mother Teresa put it, love has to be put into action, expressing that love in itself is incomplete unless manifested through service. And the number four element is support. Sustainable volunteer efforts require ongoing support from individuals, organizations, and even political structures. Volunteers need more than just a desire to help. They also need people, resources, and systems backing them up. Okay? Let's go to question number 6. What are the elements of voluntarism? These are selflessness, sacrifice, service, and support. Let's go to importance of volunteering actions. 1, volunteering allows you to connect to your community and make it a better place. Dedicating your time as a volunteer helps you make new friends, expand your network, and improve your social skills. 2, volunteering provides many benefits to both mental and physical health. 3, volunteering can advance your career and gives you the opportunity to practice important skills used in the workplace, such as teamwork, communication, problem solving, project planning, task management, and organization. 4th, volunteering is a fun and easy way to explore your interests and passions. Doing volunteer works makes you find meaningful and interesting things that can be a relaxing, energizing escape from your day-to-day routine of work, school, and family commitments. And volunteering also provides you with renewed creativity, motivation, and vision that can carry over into your personal and professional life. Let's go to number 7 question. Which of the following is an example of informal volunteerism? A, attending a required NSTP seminar. B, participating in a paid outreach program. C, cleaning your barangay streets with your neighbors on your own initiative. D, joining a government-funded tree planting activity. The correct answer is letter C, cleaning your barangay streets with your neighbors on your own initiative. Okay, let's go to potential volunteer opportunities. It can be categorized into two, letter A, based on the interest of an individual, and B, based on the future career goal of an individual. Based on the interests of an individual, one, if you like animals, you can help out at an animal shelter or the nearest zoo. Two, if you like working with kids, you can get involved at the daycare center or preschool center or help younger pupils with their schoolwork. Three, if you enjoy playing sports, you can play games with the kids in your local community or organize a mini sports fest. Four, if you enjoy arts and crafts, you can teach how to make curtains, embroider pillowcases and towels, and make unique fashion accessories at a women's shelter, youth facility, and kids shelter. Five, if you enjoy the outdoors, you can help organize a clean-up drive in your street or park or help a neighbor plant flowers or beautify your community. Six, if you enjoy dancing, singing, and acting, you can participate in your community's cultural show group or you can teach youth and kids in the community. Seven, if your grandparents have passed away or live far away and you do not get to see them as often as you want to, you can make friends with a senior citizen or visit a shelter with senior citizens, just like in Asilo de Molo. Eight, if you are concerned about people with disabilities, you can volunteer at an agency or institutions that take care for people with physical or mental disabilities. Nine, if you like working for medical team, you can volunteer at agency or organizations for first aid training or health care. And 10, if you are concerned about children and youth, you can volunteer at youth facility or community. Based on the future career goal of an individual, if you are interested in teaching, you can volunteer at a public or private school. If you like to work in medical field, you can volunteer at a community health center or government clinic or hospital. If you like to work in an office someday, you can volunteer at a nonprofit organization. If you are interested in science, you can volunteer at the local science museum or any agency aligned to your interest. If you are interested in social welfare, you can volunteer at welfare institutions. If you are interested at the volunteer in a church, you can approach a pastor or priest or minister. Okay, let's go to the number 8 question. True or false? Volunteerism is only about doing big projects. The correct answer is false. Even small things, no, count siya or matter. As long as you are willing to share your time, effort, and even your resources. So what are the values expected of volunteer? We have 4. One is commitment. Volunteers are attached to, identified with, and involved in community service. No, in volunteerism, it needs commitment of volunteers. Dapat dedicated ka, mag-render sa imo nga time, or committed ka, no, to be part of the volunteer work. Second is professionalism. Volunteers observe their work ethics in performing their responsibilities with socially and morally accepted behaviors. Okay, I would like to highlight socially and morally accepted behaviors. So we have to be professional in terms of our behaviors in rendering volunteer work or works. Third is creativity. Volunteers search constantly for new strategies and methods of doing tasks for improved results. So volunteers are creative, are innovative, no? They want to improve their craft, no, their work, o, para magiging masadya, effective, no, ang results of volunteering. And the last is unity. A volunteer supports teamwork to achieve the common goals. Question number 9. What are the values expected of volunteers? These are commitment, professionalism, creativity, and unity. I have here examples of voluntary sectors like at charities. We have World Vision, YMCA, Red Cross, or foundations like SM and Kapuso Foundations. Social welfare organizations, we have Human Rights Watch, Environmental Protection Agency. In Iloilo, we have SOS Village, mga Home for Girls, Balay Dalayunan, even Asilo di Molo, Regional Center for Women, Regional Rehabilitation Center for Youth, the advocacy groups, World Wildlife Fund, Child Hope, faith-based organizations like churches, community group like Neighborhood Watch, and recreational sports like Ultimate Frisbee and others. These are the examples, no, of agencies or organizations in Iloilo. Aside from Filipino Red Cross, we have the NGO Loob Philippines, the Iloilo Volunteer Emergency Response Team, Greenpeace Iloilo Volunteers, Animal Shelter Volunteer Work, Hospital Volunteer Work, the Walk and Work Foundation, the SOS Village, Asilo di Molo, Rotary Club of Iloilo, Global Shapers, Iloilo Hub, non-government organizations, and government organizations. Volunteerism also forms the backbone of many national and international non-governmental organizations and other civil society organizations, as well as social and political movements. It is present in the public sector and is increasingly a feature of the private sector. Let's go to our last question, number 10. Why is volunteerism important in NSTP? A, it helps you get rich. B, it avoids military service. C, it replaces academic subjects. D, it promotes active citizenship and social responsibility. The correct answer is letter D. It promotes active citizenship and social responsibility. Okay, remember, it's never too early to start volunteering. There is no such thing as an age requirement because we can never be too young or too old to help and make a positive impact in our community. According to Aesop, no act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And to end our presentation about volunteerism, a word here from Oscar Wilde: the smallest act of kindness is worth more than the grandest intention. Thank you everyone for listening. God bless you all.